Hello, viewers. Welcome to Hangout with Ndi Akan. I am Ndi Akan. On our show today, we have a very special guest, a special lady who describes herself as a filmpreneur, a talkpreneur, a foodpreneur, and I think recently she veered into the political scene. I don't want to mention her name. I would like you to meet her the moment we are back from the break. Stay tuned. Okay, welcome back. Our guest is already here. Welcome to the show. Beautiful, amazing Aniebiet Francis.
One and only. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here, and I'm sure we're going to have fun.
Yeah, it's going to be a very exciting time. I'm very excited to have you here. I still want you to tell us more about who you are. May we know you, please?
Okay, Amazing Aniebiet Francis is a girl child, obviously. I'm the last child in a family of two, and I'm a native of Ikorobongaro in Ikotekbene local government area of Akwa Ibom State. Proudly a Raffia chick, proudly Anang girl. I'm a graduate of genetics and biotechnology from the prestigious University of Calabar.
Really?
Yes, I'm a man.
You read science?
Yes, I did science.
Oh my word.
So I'm an actor, I'm a film producer. I cook food. I'm a writer. I talk, and I'm here. I'm a child of God. I love God.
That's very interesting. When you say I talk, what exactly do you mean by that?
Okay, I actually believe that our world will be better if people step into the mentorship role to help young people to navigate through life.
Okay.
And for someone who has had experiences in life and who has interest in some particular aspects and areas of life, I believe that when I talk to young people on these issues and I give them direction, I inspire them, I motivate them. So that's when I talk. So that's why I'm a talkpreneur.
So, in other words, you mentor young people.
I mentor young people.
That is very, very, very interesting. Now, you mentioned that it's just the two of you in the family. You must have been spoiled because...
Was I spoiled?
Yeah, because just the two of you.
No, my mother is an interesting person.
Okay.
She doesn't beat. I can actually number the time the mother flogged me.
Growing up.
Yes, growing up. So, but she has her own way of parenting, which makes me very vulnerable to her. I'm using the word vulnerable because my mother can actually get me to do a lot of things. She just needs to cry.
Okay.
Yes. So because my mother has showed me so much love, she has shown me so much love and support. So all she needs to do is cry.
When you do something
like she doesn't like, yes. And once she even hear this, like her voice starts to crack, she has won.
You are broken.
Exactly. So being spoiled now, my mom didn't spoil me. She just shows you that I love you, but you have to behave well, you have to act right.
You have to do what will make you better.
Yes, so spoiled, far from it. Okay. My mother flogged me as a child. Well, let me tell you, like, I'm far from being a spoiled child. There was a time that my mother was in the kitchen cooking. So I was with her in the kitchen, standing beside her. And then she now prepared fish and kept. I was actually standing by her and gisting. So I felt that because we were talking and it was okay for me to take
A little
a
fish.
little of the fish and eat, my mother flogged me. Till I asked my grandmother of blessed memory to show me who my mother is, that this woman
Cannot be my mother.
she cannot be my mother. Because I mean, what did I do? She said I stole. I'm like, no.
But you were
But you
there.
were there. She said, did you keep it? Did I give you
And
consent?
you didn't good. You didn't take permission
Exactly.
from her.
So, but for me, I didn't see that stealing because she was there. You know, you still when you hide to do things. But the fact that I didn't ask her for her consent and she
Yeah.
didn't give me, my mother flogged me. Like as I speak to you, even now, my mother still controls my life. Sometimes I come on social media and I'm like, see, who should come and help me fight for freedom?
I see that
Because
sometimes.
at this age, my mother is still telling me, get dressed, prepare, you're coming to church, go to this page, go to this post, take it down, edit this. You know that there's nothing spoiled about me because my mother is like that. She's
I love that. I love that because we all need somebody like that to always put us in check, no
Yes.
matter how old we think
Exactly.
we've grown. So I really love the fact that she reprimanded you
Yes.
when you took that piece of fish. Reason being that you did not take any permission from her. So she was teaching you to learn to get consent
Sense.
before you touch what is not yours.
Yours.
Yeah. But I'm sure as a child you couldn't
I couldn't
understand.
relate, but
Yeah.
it's now I actually appreciate those
Okay.
things. So that was her instilling the spirit of contentment
In you
me. Yeah.
and discipline as
Yes,
well.
yes.
Okay, so the next question I'll be asking you is, are you a feminist?
Feminism and feminist, my two favorite words at the moment. So, you know, when people ask me, are you a feminist? I tell them, do you know that some of us, our fathers are feminists? I'm like, yes.
Why?
Yes, because people think that feminism is about, I don't even know what their own concept of feminism, but the true ideology of feminism is that people saw that women were deprived of some rights and privileges and opportunities because of their sex. So, for instance, I tell people the fact that you went to school, you have a degree, you can speak English, you are enjoying the fruit of feminism. That the fact that you own a school, you don't need a supervisory CEO who is a man, because before now, women were not allowed to even transact businesses without a man, maybe their brother, their husband, their father. Do you get? So
women were not allowed to be in managerial roles
even
apart from managing their homes.
You know what? Exactly. There are lots of things that women could not do. Women were not allowed to enjoy luxurious goods. There were laws that did not allow women the right to even, like for instance, I love hairs. You cannot buy anything too expensive. That's how men could do it. So the fact that you actually see a good car and you love it and you work, you have the money, you can buy it. It means that you are enjoying the fruit of feminism. So there were times that you could be a teacher in school and you have a male colleague in the same school doing the same thing you're doing, but he earns more money than you just because you're a woman.
Did that time actually?
Yes. So feminism is not a Nigerian word. This word existed even before our grandparents, because I'm talking about 18 something, 19 something. Like, so that is the essence of feminism.
Our great
Exactly.
grandparents.
So now that we have a Kamala Harris, and we loved her as a vice president of the United States of America, and the Clinton's wife, is because women before them stood their ground and said, no, women can lead. When a woman can do what a man can do and she qualifies, you give her the opportunity.
I think you're going too far going to America to give examples, because
come back home.
Let's come back home. Like we have people like Maidem that we saw in our 1929 film,
Yes.
the mother of the late Justice Udodoma, who stood her grounds and ensured that some ill treatments were not meted out to women.
Exactly.
So I think we have such women even in Akwa Ibom. But I think the problem with people having disagreement with feminism is the fact that some feminists feel, take it too far. Some of them feel that as husbands and wives at home, or as a wife to your husband, you're not supposed to, be submissive to your husband. You're supposed to share work 50-50. The man should be the one scrubbing the ground and all of that. And some people feel that that's not our culture. That anything that affects our culture should not be encouraged. Yeah.
Well, on the issue of marriage, I have this very popular thing I say marry your tribe.
Yeah.
When I say marry your tribe, I'm not saying marry an Anang person because of Manang.
I understand.
Marry a man or a woman whose philosophy about marriage, about life, aligns with yours. I have a friend. He's a guy. I call him Big Brother. So most times, because I write online, I write at night, so I'm mostly online at night. I'll see him online at 4 a.m. I'm like, Big Brother, you're not sleeping. Why are you not sleeping? He'll tell me, oh, I was awake to read, but if I sleep, I'm going to probably sleep beyond the time I should be sleeping, because I have to cook my children's food. The father.
Is he living in Nigeria?
He lives in Uyo.
Oh my word.
He lives in Uyo, yes. So he tells me
an
Akwa Ibom man, an Ibibio man.
Please, I would love to meet him.
Honestly,
I would love to interview him.
I will try and get him on your program.
Yeah.
So if I got his consent, I would have mentioned his name, but I can't do that at the moment. So he said, oh, I need to be awake so that I can cook my children's food they can go to school with. And I'm like,
that's interesting.
I'm like, wow. He said, why are you saying wow? I said, I don't know how to react to this.
No, but that's rare.
Yes, how to react to this.
That's rare.
He said, because people think a man should not cook. He has been cooking his children's food since they started going to school, that the wife does not cook the children's food. So that on one of those days, his children's teacher told him, your mother cooks so well. He said, no, it's not my mom. It's my daddy that cooks. So why am I saying this? That's a man who sees nothing wrong in
what he's doing.
So if you are a woman who believes that you would love your husband to assist you in the kitchen once in a while, for instance, you have a wife who gets home by 8 p.m., for instance, and then you're home by 5 p.m. And what are you doing your 5 p.m. till 8? You will not die if you give her a little assistance, because she's tired and drained. But she
also went to work.
Exactly.
Even if she did not go to work.
But the
housekeeping is a lot of work.
So you now sit cross your leg and see this woman come back exhausted by 8 a.m. And then she now comes to begin to make food for you, because a woman should be in the kitchen. So now these are the issues. So if you are a woman who would not want that kind of treatment, you marry your type. So this really has nothing to do with feminism. It's just family and couple issue that they need to talk about, or they fail to address. Because I have a friend who says that her father is a feminist. I'm like, how? She said that her father insisted that her mother teaches his sons to cook and keep the home too.
That's true.
Do you get? So that is far. I don't believe that's part of feminism. It's just family issues, marital issues that people need to address. For me, I tell people the only person that should submit to you as a man is your wife.
Your wife,
so,
not another woman.
But
even the Bible says it.
So
to your own husband.
Yes. So I've had a case where I worked with guys in a team doing the same thing they do, but at some point the leadership of the team fell on me because there was something we were supposed to do. The guys revolted that a woman cannot lead them. Do you understand?
Where are they from?
Exactly. So why those are the kind of narrative and issues that feminism came to address. The question is, do I have the capacity to lead? So why should my sex as a woman be an issue? That is feminism. Anything related to my wife does not cook, it's you people's issues. Because I've seen marriage.
It's family problem. But I think the most of the time when you see people disagree with feminists, it has to do with what happens in the home. And you just clarified that has got nothing to do with feminism.
It's you and how you choose to run your home.
Husbands and wives should go sort themselves out and not put the blame of whatever thing that is happening
in their homes on feminism movements, because it's totally different.
It is
totally different. Another issue that makes us really talk about feminism is whenever a woman attains a particular height in her career, she slept her way to the top.
Yes.
Because they constantly try to discredit women when they achieve things. But when a man gets his game right and is promoted, it's merit. So those are the issues feminism addresses. Don't try to trivialize our effort. A lot of us have made sacrifices. Big sis, I'm going to tell you, when I started making film, a few friends of mine know the story. In 2019, June, 10th of June 2019, I was suicidal.
2019?
Yes, 2019. What happened to me?
I was asking that.
Yes, what happened to me? I love to tell stories. I know that I tell stories. Like, I could come into this place where we're recording this thing, and from the little drama that goes on here, I make a film, I make a story, I make a movie, I make a comedy script. So I had a lot of stories that I wanted to tell. And then the Dakada philosophy of His Excellency Governor De Emmanuel really appealed to me. As a matter of fact, that philosophy brought me back to you. I relocated to Lagos in 2013. That philosophy brought me back to Akwa Ibom. So I really believe.
So you came back to Akwa Ibom in 2019?
I came back 2015.
Okay. So that was when His Excellency Udom Emmanuel came into power.
Yes. So I believed in that philosophy. It was not political for me. I believe it was a creed that addressed our common issues as Akwa Ibom people. So I wrote a script for that story, for that creed, in 2016. 2016, 2017, I waited. I was looking for support. I wrote letters, proposals, sponsorship, partnership. It didn't come through. But I was hungry. I wanted to do something. So I took a loan. I couldn't get a loan from my bank, so I took a black market loan. And I was paying 20% monthly interest on that loan. Yes. So I took a 1 million naira loan. So my interest
was like
was to 200,000 for the.
So in 5 months is another 1 million naira.
Hold on, don't hurry. So the money finished. I didn't finish the film. I didn't finish the film process. I didn't finish the production. I didn't even have money to pay the editor. So the movie was still at the production stage when my first interest was due. So I shot that film in May. So I got that loan in April. So by May I had 200,000 naira interest. So my mother's birthday came on the 8th of June. I didn't even have water.
Of which year?
2019.
Okay. To
give to my mother. I had debt. Then beyond the loan interest, I had crew members that I was owing money. It was a lot on me. It was so. Now, why it got to me was that before I came back to you from Lagos, my colleagues in Lagos said, "Are you okay? Why are you hustling backwards?" I can never forget that line. Why are you hustling backwards? You left Akwa Ibom to Lagos because there were no jobs as an actor. And then in Lagos, within the 2 years I was there, I was on Hotel Majestic. I did films. And I now packed my things and came back to the same place I left because there were no jobs. Now, what am I getting in my place? I couldn't get the support. I wanted to do a film.
The main thing that brought
me back. and all of that. This is after I started my boot camp in 2017 that was training young people in filmmaking. So I felt that like I had failed. So that's, why didn't you just die?
Oh.
I'm serious, real time. So that period I was suicidal. And I don't want to go back into the past. So somehow God came through and he didn't want me to die. A friend of mine called me. I didn't pick his call. Well, I just told him I'm tired. Emma Wala called me. See, I've been calling you. I said, "Man, I'm tired. If I'm dead, you can tell my story. I'm exhausted." And my mother, who already felt odd that day, was calling my phone.
Did your mom know what you were going through?
I didn't tell her. It was after this incident, because I went to meet her in church that day. So after Emma reached out to me and I told him that, he went and called someone that I was close to, say, "This girl on the top with you, I don't understand. Please call her." Everybody knows I love her fang soup. So the guy just called me, "Girlfriend, if you come to my place, their fang soup we are cooking, eh?" In my head, let me go eat my last supper. So that I'll know that
let me go and enjoy my
last fang soup before I leave. Yeah, so I went to eat their fang soup, and then from the people came, we started gisting, laughing. My mother kept calling me. I went and met her in church. So that was when I saw my mother, I said, "Nima, what is wrong with you?" I just let it out. I broke down. I wept. I cried. Do you understand? So why am I telling this story? I have been taking loans for film production since 2017 when I did the final list. I take loan. You know my story now. Mm-hmm. I take loans to make films. Mm-hmm. So, but if when I succeed, and someone walks around and say, "Oh, she's sleeping around,"
they don't even look. They don't even look at the fact that you are taking loan. They don't even believe that you are taking loan.
They don't even believe. They just believe that there's one man that is sponsoring you. You know. So, for instance, recently somebody wrote something on social media about me. So, a guy that has been my guarantor for loan between last year, June, and January. This like June 2024 and January 2025, he has guaranteed 6 million naira loan for me. Like, he's my guarantor. He has to come and sign for me. So I saw him write something on that. He wrote a comment that sounded like he was agreeing to that line of thought. So I went to his inbox. I said, I don't have issues what people write, but you, who I call every market day.
No, wait, let me understand it. Somebody wrote something against you.
Yes, that suggested that we do CEO, people are sponsoring me. Okay. Men is sponsoring me.
Okay, so the guy went and wrote something that
we don't know. His comment was, they think we don't know.
Maybe the guy didn't actually know that the person was referring to you.
So now I went to him and said to him, "You that helps me take loan from microfinance, you are my guarantor. If I need to take loan, I need you. And you have guaranteed 6 million naira for me between June 2024 and January 2025. The one that is going on a post." You now say, "Oh, I didn't know it's you." I said, "That is it. You didn't know it's me. But your opinion on that post to some other person,
even if it's for somebody else,
yes,
that you don't know, you don't know how that person
is funding her life and trying to move forward." So this is how people just wake up and create narrative to discredit people's hard work, people's sacrifice, just because they are women. Now, so these are the issues that feminism comes to address.
I understand.
So if on this basis, I tell them I am a proud feminist. I have a friend that when she wanted to start her business, she was looking for loans. And I know what loan did to me. I told her, "Don't take loan." She said, "I need to do this. I need to do this." I told
one thing with loan is very exciting when you're
taking when it's payback time.
When it's payback time. And it's more frustrating if you don't have like a kind of steady job, yes, where you are sure of a particular amount coming in
that they can deduct from.
Yes.
So I told my friend, "I can't let you take loan. Loan has dealt with me. I'm saving because I'm big on savings. I'm saving money that I want to shoot film with. I want to produce a movie with. So I will give you this amount. I hope it can help you, right? So that when I want the money for the film, you'll be able to say, no problem." So I gave her that money. when that business opened, the narrative around that business, oh, it's man that is funding her, and when that happens, she will call me.
And they will even give names.
They always have names. You get, the girl will come and say, Ufani, have you seen this business you gave me money to start? They are giving credit to man. Can you imagine? And and I'll just laugh.
Very annoying.
I'll tell her, just ignore. It's not taking, their talk is not closing down your business.
It's not even removing one hair from your body.
Let me tell you what happened to me. When I started Amazing Pot, when I moved from Amazing Aniebiet, my mobile snail business, to my walk-in restaurant,
you are moving into the foodpreneur
thing, the
foodpreneur that I was about to ask you. So when you are done explaining what you want to tell us about, I would like you to talk more about your foodpreneur thing.
Okay, so I love food. That's a given. And so I started selling snail, which I'll give you the backstory later. So when it was time for me to move from mobile,
Amazing Aniebiet
to Amazing Pot, I just saw a place that I liked. So I didn't have money saved for that. So I needed money to pay for that loan. I went to my banks. They gave me stories, sub-stories, and I had said to myself, never again, after 2019, will I take a black market loan. If I have to take loans to do business, should be a healthy loan. I said it, and now I'm taking a healthy loan. I'm not taking those demonic loans anymore. So yeah, that's why I call them demonic loans. So I now
it has killed a lot of people.
Yes, because it almost killed me.
It has killed a lot of people.
So I went to a bank, and that bank approved money for me to pay that rent. For that space. Yes, this time it was not man that sponsored me. It was my lesbian partner.
Are you kidding me?
Yes. Oh yes. So because I have a bestie.
To that extent.
Yes. So they just say, oh, it's her lesbian partner that opened this place for her. I mean. So tell me how many men open businesses and they credit their hard work and success to a gay partner. How many men open businesses and they credit the success of that business to their girlfriends? So these are the issues feminism addresses. Don't discredit our efforts. Some of us go through a lot.
We work hard.
We work hard to get to where we are. I shot the final list. I owed a film money for 1 year as my crew member. Emeka, Emeka that makes film.
Amy Wise.
Amy Wise came to my set as a continuity guy, script continuity guy. My money finished. He took his money to rent lights for me to finish the film. At a point, he was now guaranteeing the guy to give him lights on credit. And the guy was dragging the young man. He did that to help me. So when people just see, oh, this one, I tell them, some of the guys will not do half of the things women do to succeed.
And the problem I have with a lot of these people is that when people come out with all these narratives, they don't even wait to double check to know if such information is correct or not. They just run with it.
They just run because that's the society we live in. We believe in pulling down people. So, but that's not why we are here, right? So I'm talking about feminism. So there are more serious issues that feminism seeks to address, but not what they think. That's why I keep telling them, you embarrass yourself, you discredit your certificate as a graduate if you come out and think that feminism is about marital status or what are you saying?
Because I know that a lot of people that are against feminism is just because of what happens at home. So people say, because they are listening to feminists, that's why she doesn't want to do her job as a wife in the house. Doesn't want to do the job of a mother and all of that. But today you've cleared the air, and I want to say I'm satisfied. I remember you made a post, and I went to I asked a question. maybe if we define this feminism,
to help people.
It will help.
And I made a post in regard to that. Even
I didn't have time to go back to read. So after this show, I will have time to go back and read and now respond to what. I actually saw that you had responded, but I've been very busy, so I didn't have time to read. So I'll go back to read that. You've touched a little about your experience in the movie industry. I still want you to delve into it more.
Okay.
When did you start? How did you start? And what was the turning point for you? Yeah.